Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. You know, you open a game like that, and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his...
Intercepting. The defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Throwing right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
With the catch, it's Whittington. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Ducks in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Got his man on the right. Runs through the tackle. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Ducks are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Moore will throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Ducks! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. To the air. It's Stockton. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Whittington. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finds his man. It's Whittington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Moore to the air. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you.
That's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Now on first down from the 28. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Picked off, what a play to set him up. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And
fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to pass on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Lowers those pads.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Moore will throw. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lost a throw on first down. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now from quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Whittington. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before he picks up 10 yards on the play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point is good. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
The quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He might want another play. Moore to the air. Takes an easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. Their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore will throw. Got a man. It's Whittington. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Whittington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. This one's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Whittington. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Going to take a shot on second and short. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. working the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. And the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Peoples. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's right up on the receivers. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Touchdown, Ohio State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there pushes second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Whittington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Oregon. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Working that left side now. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time it's complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box as he moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Stewart. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And third and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open. Hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
Moore to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim Moore off of that lead.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls it in. It's Whittington.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Skips away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Got his man to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. On the move, it's Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land. And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Hauls it in. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Motion from the wideout. Barrels ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Whittington. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The short hands, it's Whittington. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Benson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He'll pull it down. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whittington. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it in overtime.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal game. Return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off the defender. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll go right back to the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Bernard. Oh, better look out. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Second and short now after that completion. They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give to the lone running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative play. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
multitude of options on second and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the run. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Alabama facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moves away as he feels pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on third and short. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, not down a distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Moore to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewed up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave up a little bit of everything on that one. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rides to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll off one deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing for one another.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, they've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
To throw, it's Simpson. He's going to run it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Bernard. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Rush is on him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Toward the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down with this interception. A huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Moore will throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the red zone, it's Whittington. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And here's a fumble. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took
Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... The 25. To change this route. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to go up top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide. Find his
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd down try for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Looking for room. It's Moss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
What we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they have had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's Whittington. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A little screen to the running back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here comes the 2-point try. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Whittington.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get to him as he throws.
And it's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Moore will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense hits and deliver a strike. And we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Motion from the back. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Got room to work. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. To the air, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. Touchdown Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably... There he goes! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names...
Wide open on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
To the air, it's Reed. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Oregon, 28, Texas A&M, 16.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it, and the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quickly to the tight end. Great move. Now he's got room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
More to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires left. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Fires to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Crosses the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground with the back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted! intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense.
Of loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Want another play. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Whittington. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Balls in the deep ball. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I love offensive coordinators that are not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! You want to talk about a great way to start the game, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They want to get this defense on its heels.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd going to try to make life miserable. Turning it on. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it up to 30, still running. Running free. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
With the catch, it's Williams. And he's dragged down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give is to Miller. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air. Quarterback adapted. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Looking for a huge play. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Ducks are rolling down the field. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to beat him to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Whittington. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long cup. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coach
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job in getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move to markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period.
Here we go.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw at Simpson. With the catch, it's Bernard. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day.